everybody, welcome back to Rebels in the White House. Early's 1864 raid on the Washington, D.C. area. Okay, we've got turn 9. Let me verify that real quick. Coming up here, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's actually July 10th. Yeah, turn 9, July 10th, and the situation is this. The rebels have 42 points, and there are 6 USA dead manpower posted. Let me widen out a little bit and show you what's going on. Keep in mind, they need to have 160 points. They're concentrated up here, Williamsport, Hagerstown, pretty much. Harper's Ferry down here, except with the exception of one unit, Getty, right down here. The Union has failed to bring on any reserves, reinforcements, with the exception of Getty. Harper's Ferry's intact. They're on their way to, the Rebs are on their way to Frederick right there, and no one's anywhere near DC or Baltimore. So it's 42 points. They need 160, and after this turn, the game is pretty much half over. So it tells me that the rebels got a shit ton of work to do, and they're going to get about doing that work this turn. All right, so let me get to the sequence of play right here, and we'll hit it off. Random events. Here we go. Let's roll 2 die, John. It's a 7. 7 is heat. Yeah, okay, what's another heat? We can do that. Let me throw that up on the chart. Clone, put a heat right there on July 10th. Okay, you guys know the deal for a heat. I think it adds 1 to the EMs. Heat are in effect through the turn, and okay, blah 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 blah. Okay, well, what does heat do? Why is it so hard to find this? It's, you know, when you talk about heat, you really should, the first thing in the rule book should be, what does heat, what does it do? What does it cause? It basically adds 1 to the EM roll, but to verify that or find that in here is I don't understand why that is so hard. It almost makes me want to find it, but that makes for bad radio. We need to get going here. Heat. Okay, heat results. All right, well, what is it? It just tells you heat current are in effect through the current turn. Heat +1 is current +1. Okay, yeah, well, what is it? What are the effects of heat? Where is that? All right, well, what it is, I mean, I just want to verify. So I basically know what it is, but I'm just trying to verify the damn thing. And what it is, I believe it adds 1 to the EM rolls. I don't know why that's such a mystery. Why they gotta hide that? It's frustrating. All right. You know, let me take a minute to find this shit. This is really pissing me off. Heat rules are in effect. Okay, good. Heat +1 is this turn plus the next one. Heat is this turn plus the next 2. Okay, I got that. All right. Heat marker, blah, 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 blah. It gives you, if you get a heat +2, what that actually means. That's really not that hard to figure out. Are you kidding me? All right, we're just gonna go with heat. Heat is +1 on, and I can't find it. All right, it's +1 on the EM. Let's just go with it. I get to the point where I just want to verify what I know it to be. I just want to verify it. That's a damn nightmare trying to find that. Foraging, attachment, Harper's Ferry, depots, levies, blah, 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 county control, and then the union reinforcements. I got to figure that out each and every turn because I don't retain anything. But this heat thing is really... God. All right. And screw whoever wrote that. Anyway, so heat adds 1 to the EM. All right, let's move on. Harvest Ferry phase, no. Reinforcement phase, yes. Okay, so reinforcement phase, we're going to do, let's roll the 2 die and then figure out the modifiers. So they roll the 3, they're not going to get it because you got to get a 13 and the modifiers are not going to give them 10. I know that. The modifiers are basically, where are the modifiers? Based on county occupation, they'll get probably, is it 6? They get 6 points for Washington County because the rebels own control Washington County. They'll get 6 points of that. 6 plus the 3 that they rolled is a 9, and then they have points taken away based on how many manpower they already received. So they take 3 points away from their 9, which would be 6. You got to have 13, so that doesn't even happen. Now we're going to roll West Virginia, which is a 1. Now they get a 5. I don't think they're going to get that again either. Let's see how we modify West Virginia. The West Virginia first increment, 2 or 6. Okay, so for each of the following days, we're on July 10th right now. The modifier would have been a -2, and 5 minus 2 is 3, and they got to get a 1 or less. Okay. So there's no union. There's no, because they rolled horrible. There's no union reinforcements. We move on, and each turn that we do this, it's more likely that will happen. But anywho, reinforcement phase, leader transfer. So do the rebels want to do a leader transfer? They may just want to. Hold on, let me minimize this by 1. They're not within 10 hexes of anybody. Okay, they're not going to do it, and the Union is not going to do it as well. No leader transfers, road station repair, no attachment phase, no action cycle. Let's do this. Union is always the first of 2 numbers. Let's roll in it. 5-5 ties go to the Rebs, and what are they going to do? Now, here's the problem with the Rebs, what they got going on. They want to levy towns in Maryland. Hagerstown, that's worth that may be 10 points. Williamsport, maybe less. But the point of the story is when we get to the levying portion of the turn, the unit doing the levying needs to have no fatigue. Now, these guys currently have no fatigue, but the problem is they can't move this turn. So that's bad. I think what we're going to do is we're going to activate roads. We'll just activate roads. Fresh off blowing up Martinsburg Depot, he picks up a fatigue, 1 die plus 1, gets to go 5 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it die roll 2 die. 5-1 belongs to the Union. Okay, so the Union's going to move over here, and let's see what they want to do. So they're basically looking at Frederick. Frederick is under fire or will be shortly, and these guys, Lowell and Getty, want to prevent that. I'm going to move out 1. I'm going to activate Getty. Fatigue, 1 die, gets to go 2, moves on top of Lowell, and the die roll 2 die. Belongs to the Rebs again, Union again, and Getty's not going to go because he we'll have to do an EM. And remember, we're in heat. Heat adds 1 to EM. So Lowell is going to go 1 time. Fatigue, 2 die. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a die roll, 2 die. Rebs win this. We're going to go back over here. And Rhodes is going to go to 2. Fatigue, 2. He's making his way to Duffield's Depot. They want to blow it. That's worth 3 points. 2 die, 1 die, plus 1. Gets to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He makes it in there. A knit die roll, 2 die. 2-2 belongs to the Rebs. Rhodes is going to go to 3, and he's going to blow that depot. Let me get a marker for that. Terrain, and we get destroyed. Railroad. Yeah, this railroad station destroyed, and that's going to give the Rebs 3 points. All right, let's make a notation to that effect. Hold on, I'll tell you what, we'll just copy that. Wait a minute, hold on, I didn't do it right. Control C, click there, enter there, Control V, make a couple of changes, backspace 9, and it's going to be Duffield's. I'm just going to put DD. Yeah, it's capital DD. And 3 points, save. Okay, that gives the Rebs 3 points. Go up to the chart that you can't see. Moves them up to 45 victory points. Solid. And it die roll 2 die. 1-1. Now, do we have possible end of turn here? Hold on. Yes, we do. So basically, and the question you need to ask yourself at this point, when you get a 1-1, have both teams, both sides had an opportunity to do an initiative, and yes, they have. And so if I roll a 1 or a 2, the turn is over. And I don't know who that benefits. May benefit both parties actually, but here's the roll for 1 or 2. They do get a 2. The turn is over. Wow. Okay, that was brief. So let's go through it. So what we're going to do is, the first thing we do is we go and take supply from all Confederate. And we're going to hit the supply up. Rhodes is out of supply. You can see by the marker on him. And everybody else moves down, whether they moved or not. And now we're going to give them an opportunity to forage. So let's do our due diligence. We have to find our little mini chart, which tells what the foraging values are. All right, so let's do everybody right now. All counties in Maryland, that would be, you get a 3. And Breckenridge, you're in Maryland, here's your roll, and he has no fatigue, so a 1, 2, or a 3 for Breckenridge, or who's underneath him, Eccles. He gets a 2, so Eccles gets refreshed. Eccles, where are you? Oh, good, he needed that, he was sitting on 1. Same deal for Ramser, here's his roll. He gets refreshed. Ramser, solid. Okay. Now, because it was a 1-1 end of turn, a lot of the Confederates hadn't had a chance to move, so they have great opportunities to get their supply refreshed. Gordon, he was a 1, so he is he in Maryland? He sure is. So he's a 1. He needs a 1 or a 2. Gordon. He gets a 1 or a 2. The Rebs are really doing good on their foraging here, and he was under the gun too. All right. So McCausland, you need a 1, 2, or a 3. Here's your roll. He gets it. They are just tearing it up here. McCausland, really good supply for the Rebs. Johnson, same deal, 1, 2, or a 3. They hit it. I think everybody's fresh in their supply. Okay, now let's look at let's look at Rhodes. He's not eligible because he has fatigue 3. Jackson is a 1, 2, or a 3. Here's his roll. He's the only one that's failed. Okay, so that may be everybody. Let's take a look around real quick. Those guys, we did those guys. And all 3 of them. Okay, so that's the rebel foraging situation. Now we have to start doing some things. After you do that, then you can do the recovery. And remember, most of the Union units do not recover on their own. Okay, so let me take a look around real quick to see what their situations are. Stahl, Siegel. Okay, good. I'm just seeing what they are because I think Getty may be the only one that actually switches up on his own. Okay, Lowell, you need to switch back. Getty needs to switch back. All right, I got it. Okay, let's go ahead and hit it. Recover. Okay, so the Rebs did switch. Let's recover the Union guys. Okay, he loses his exhaustion, and he flips back manpower, disorg. Okay, they're in good shape now, those two. Let me back out a little bit so I can see more. Weber goes to F3. He was that. 8 Illinois. He probably picks up an entrenchment. All right. Lowell, we got to fix you. You're actually good to go. You lose your exhaustion, you lose your fatigue, and you lose your disorganization. Solid. You lose that fatigue. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Decrease fatigue. Okay. Getty, same deal with you, but he actually does. He does fix himself. He recovers, is what I should say. Getty actually recovers on his own. Why the rest of them don't, I have no idea. And then these guys in rear echelon, they're pretty much all F3s, as it were. Let me minimize again. Yeah, these guys, these Remphs, rear echelon MFers, they are all F3s. And let me go check out Frederick real quick. We'll see if there was a Yankee unit in Frederick that needs to be. Yeah, he's an F3. He's all good. Okay, so there's one last thing that we needed to do. Maybe I should have done this earlier, but I can verify that Ramser and Eccles had no fatigue. So I'm going to take them off. We're going to put they levied those 2 areas. So we got to get some levy markers. Levy. This, I don't think this one has it. I know in Gettysburg they have levy markers. So I might have to send an email to Alberto to fix this. Levy markers. All right, I'm just gonna make notes about this. Heat turn marker. Yeah, I'm gonna send him an email. All right, so let me just make a note and add up the victory points. Williamsport and Hagerstown turn 9. Let me write that down right now. T9. Hagerstown and Williamsport levied. And that may be like 16 victory points. Hold on, let me get that. Levying. Okay, Hagerstown is 8. Williamsport is 4. It's 12 victory points. Okay, fair enough. 12 VP save. All right, so let me put that on the chart. victory points. That takes them from 46 to, what was it, 12? It's going to take them to 58 now. 40, or was it 45? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 45 is what it actually was. So they go to 57. Okay, 57 victory points. Now, this is a 20-minute video right now, and I am actually, we're going to cut this loose right now, and that's what you have. You have short videos when you get the 1-1 end of turn is what we got in turn 9. So I'm going to go ahead and chop this off and upload it. So that's what you have. Halfway through the game, you have the Rebs with 57 victory points, and they still need over 100, and half the game's over. So let's go ahead and upload this. My name's John. I'll see you guys. I might just go ahead and bust out another one right now since I got everything set up. But that's it for turn 9. See you guys in the next one. Ciao.